When I looked up here that very first day, I looked up and I thought, you know, this deserves something grand. It really deserves something grand, because when a visitor comes to the Eagle Center and they look out our beautiful windows, I mean, wow, they're in awe when they see that landscape, that river right out in front of them, and they're all blown away by that beautiful view. I wanted people to be able to come up the stairs and look up, and I know there was no way we could recreate what happens in the natural landscape out there, but I wanted to come as close as we could, and I knew that Sue Mundy was the artist to be able to do that.
When we were thinking about this, or when he presented it to me, he said, hey, is it possible that we can turn this space into a sky and then have it incorporate all of these different raptors and different birds and all the different things that you might see in the environment, but pull it all together into one thing? And I said, well, yeah, I think we can do that.
Mayhew says many people who come into the Eagle Center know what an eagle looks like, but are unfamiliar with other birds of prey common to the area.
But they want to know the difference between a bald eagle and a golden eagle. Or they see a red-tailed hawk, and there's so much variation in the way red-tailed hawks look that they get confused. And we thought if we could freeze these in an instant, in a thermal, for example, as we've created here, people will then be able to take binoculars and look up and learn how to identify them.
It's been fun to see kids and adults using the binoculars here in the exhibit, using binoculars even on the birds that are in the painting up above here. It really allows people who don't have experience with binoculars or with birding to get some experience here in a controlled situation.
The exhibit contains taxidermy mounts of raptors found in this area, including a red-tailed hawk and a turkey vulture. So where do you find mounts of protected species?
We put the word out with DNR agencies and Raptor Center and others that would have contact with birds that come into them that have been killed in the wild and are not recoverable. And we put the word out that we were collecting about 20 species of raptors that are endemic to this area. And so one by one we were able to acquire the carcasses of birds that were then taxidermied. And Scott Mayhews, our education director, oversaw all of that. He knew exactly which birds we wanted in this exhibit, and slowly over the months we were able to accumulate them.
With a project of this magnitude, I asked Monday how she figures out where to begin.
First step, I think, was just to take pictures of the area, and then I kind of split it in half because I believe there's 6 sections to this. And so I came up with mainly a cloud structure. But this was after Scott and I had sat down and he told me how many different species he wanted, what he wanted them doing. And so that's when I knew I had to get some sort of cloud structure in there, because there's nothing to base, usually you have trees in an environment to tell you how far away something else is, and we didn't have that here. So trying to create something that would take you up into the rotunda, the bigger clouds up there and then smaller as we came down. That was the main thing that I started on. And then putting the birds in after that was just kind of we had to decide how close we wanted them or how far away. And yeah, so that was the process.
National Eagle Center Executive Director Rolf Thompson said the Masters of the Sky Raptors Flight and Migration exhibit is a dream come true.
It's almost like the space was built exactly for this purpose. We think that this will really bring alive the behavior and ecology of raptors for our visitors, and it rounds out the use of this second floor space and will be an exhibit that is unparalleled. It really, there's nothing like it that I know of around. We're very excited to see it taking shape here. And
it's been an incredible option for the Eagle Center to finally have a new exhibit, a new display. When we first started thinking about, when we started feeling financially sound, we wanted to be able to add some new displays, and everybody was like, well, we really don't have much exhibit space. But I'm like, remember guys, we do. It's right up there. It's maybe not right on ground level, but people can look up and learn, and people are looking up at birds all the time, and so this is just an extension of that.